Stop overpaying. Brainy Buyer's head-to-head comparison mean you save. Like what you see? Subscribe and fund the fight for honest reviews.
Stuck between the Sony 28-70mm F3.5-5.6 FE OSS zoom B07 BYYH28H and the 55mm F1.8 Sonnar TFE-ZA prime lens B07 G8 N8Y5V. This could be the photography decision that defines your next shoot. Let's break it down. Okay, the Sony 28-70mm looks like a great starter lens, especially considering it's often available renewed. Zooming from 28mm to 70mm gives you a versatile range, perfect if you're not sure what you'll be shooting. Think of it as your walk-around lens.
But the Sony 55mm prime, that Zeiss glass, it has that classic sharp look. The f1.8 aperture is seriously tempting. What are you sacrificing by going with a fixed focal length? Is it worth the trade-off?
Well, the 28-70mm is all about flexibility. It's got that optical steady shot image stabilization, which is a lifesaver for handheld shooting. Imagine snapping a wide landscape at 28mm, then zooming in for a 70mm portrait without changing lenses. Super convenient for travel, right?
True, but that 55mm prime forces you to be more creative. You have to asterisk move to frame your shot, think about composition. It's a different way of working. Plus, it's more compact. Nash 0.51 x 2.51 inches versus the Zoom's 3.74 x 2.87 x 2.87 inches. Is that a deal breaker for some?
Let's dive into what really matters: image quality and usability.
The 55mm prime boasts incredible sharpness thanks to that Zeiss sonar design. And those 9 rounded diaphragm blades? Think gorgeous bokeh. Smooth, dreamy backgrounds that really make your subject pop. It's like painting with light, especially wide open at f1.8.
The zoom lens has built-in optical steady shot image stabilization. That means clearer handheld shots, especially when you're zoomed in or shooting video. Perfect for shaky hands like mine. What about low light performance? The zoom's aperture changes from f3.5 to f5.6 as you zoom.
Okay, here's where the 55mm really shines. That f1.8 aperture lets in a tons of light. You can shoot in much darker conditions without cranking up the ISO, but you lose the flexibility of zooming. It's a fixed 55mm. So the big question, versatility versus pure image quality and low light capability.
If you're often shooting in varied situations where you can't control your distance, events, travel, street photography, the zoom lens is probably the more practical choice. Plus, you can find it renewed for around $225, making it budget-friendly.
But if you crave that artistic, shallow depth of field, prioritize low-light performance, and don't mind moving your feet to frame the shot, that 55mm prime is a must-have. Expect to pay around $479 for a renewed version.
Both are fantastic lenses, but for different needs and shooting styles. Choose the zoom if you value flexibility and affordability, or the prime if you're chasing that perfect, creamy image. And don't mind the limitations of a fixed focal length. Now go make some magic! Don't miss out on our next in-depth review to help you make smarter purchasing decisions. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always in the know.